In the beginning, there was radio.
The radio is one of the outstanding developments of the 20th century.
A radio transmitter was used for large-scale public entertainment.
Then came computers.
You got to keep up with the times, you know.
Imprints of man's never-ending path of progress.
Back in my day, we didn't have no fancy computer boxes to use.
Shall we play a game?
The internet tied it all together.
The internet gave us a whole world of exciting new possibilities.
A bright new era dawning. A new dimension in communications.
It is possible to establish communication instantaneously from any place at any time.
And now it's the 21st century, and we've made it all toxic.
Hold on to your hats. Okay, we're ready to roll.
This is Toxic Radio. Don't play it safe. Play it toxic.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's summertime, and you know what that means.
It's too darn hot, too darn hot, too darn hot. It's so hot!
Yeah, there's that. But also cookouts, pool parties, and the beach.
Oh, I'm all a tingle.
Right? And what do you need for those activities?
Sunscreen. Sunscreen.
Sunscreen. Sunscreen.
Well, yes, but I'm talking about music.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Toxic Radio is ready to go with you wherever your summer takes you. All you need is your smartphone, a Bluetooth speaker, and the free Toxic Radio app. You can also catch us on the TuneIn Radio app.
What if it's too hard?
Yeah, what if it's too hard?
Were you even listening? Phone, speaker, app. It's not hard at all.
Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Damn right it is. So make sure you have us with you all summer and never miss out on the great shows and the great music. Toxic Radio. Don't play your summer safe. Play it toxic.
What's up, everyone? This is Jeremy from Five Finger Death Punch, and you're listening to Toxic Radio. Don't play it safe, play it toxic.
What's up? This is Tobin from Papa Roach. You're listening to Toxic Radio. Don't play it safe, play it toxic.
Hey, I'm Carla. I'm Heidi. And we're the Butcher Babies. Listen to toxicradio.net. Don't play it safe, play it toxic.
What's going on? What's happening? What's going on? Mikey, see me, buddy? Uh-oh. I'm not hearing anything. You guys hear me? There's Lil John.
I hear you. I think Mike might have muted his microphone because I'm not getting anything from him now.
Uh-oh.
He's on and ready.
Mike, did you
there
mute
it is.
yourself?
Oh, nope. We said before we went with this, it was going to be by the seat of our pants, and we had everything going. Let me make sure it's nothing on my end, but if I hear you, I should be able to hear him.
Well,
now
again,
what I'm going to do is I have to put my... I don't normally come on camera, but I have to now because of the sheer fact that this is happening.
Are you guys on break? No. Okay.
All right, let me see what's going on.
You guys are on break. I'm coming in there to interview you.
Go ahead and welcome everybody to the show. This is what happens when everybody goes away.
Yeah.
And nobody... The boys aren't in the studio. Funny thing is, here in the studio, I was just talking to the boys about this. The air conditioning is broken. So they picked a wonderful time to not be here with us. So everything on my end, as far as Mike goes, should be working. Nothing is off. His caller 1, caller 2, sound is on, going to main. Mike, I would suggest maybe hanging up and calling back, if you can hear us.
This is how we...
hang up and call back.
So here's the deal. We're to a little location. Obviously, Mike's in the rock room down in South Carolina, as always. I couldn't get up to Toxic Studios today because I had Rod booking some studio time down here with Eric D at Studio E. So I was like, oh shit. Well, this is perfect. I'll go on location from Studio E. Mike can be in South Carolina. Toxic Mike can be there at the studios running things the way he always does. What could possibly go wrong? Hey!
How about now?
I heard him. There you are.
Wow.
I hear you.
What happened?
Yeah, see, that's why. Remember the first meeting I had with you guys? I said no matter what, anything and everything that can go wrong with audio and video, as you guys know with bands and everything, will go wrong when you don't want it to go wrong. Have a good show, boys.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, man.
Wow.
So hey, brother, how you doing?
What's happening? I don't know. Now I'm okay, I guess. Before I wasn't okay, I guess.
I don't know what happened there, dude. We all kind of fucking we lost track of some shit.
My little red light's on over here, so that tells me that's working. I'm like, I don't care. Doesn't matter. Hey, Bradley's on the phone.
Oh God!
What's that?
No, he's not.
What are you doing?
No, he's not.
Mike.
What?
Maryland?
What I missed, man?
Dude, he had Bradley on the phone on the screen. So Bradley's not on the phone. So Bradley, if you're out there, you need to get on the phone.
All right, so look, here we go. We're going in the studio. We again, I am on location. Studio E, Westminster. Boys and Rat Rod are hanging out. Say hello, people.
What's up?
You're live on Rock Metal Radio.
Oh.
There's Mike.
Hey, your studio's near my house.
No.
Toxic
Mike's not on there anymore. That's my co-host. Oh. That's Mike Bataraka. That's B-Rock, baby.
I'm untoxic Mike.
Open them.
There's Toxic Mike. Oh. All right. I'm going into the
He always
studio.
finds a way to get on camera.
This is this is awesome. All right. I'm gonna go sit in the control room. Everybody's watching this live. That's right. We wanted an unfiltered radio show. We got unfiltered radio show. You get to see my goofy mug. LJ's following me. Aha. A little bit of AC in here. Eric D, say hello. Rock Metal Radio is on live right now, buddy.
How's everybody doing?
For those of you that don't know, Eric D is the proprietor here at Studio E. Also a phenomenal bass player of 86 Bullets.
Thank you.
Of course. Absolutely.
Understatement.
So, Rat Rod is here in the studio. They are laying down some tracks for the upcoming album. And it's sounding good. I just want to tell everybody it's sounding really, really, really good. This whole walking around with the phone thing isn't really going to work, is it?
No, your hands are
okay. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, hi, bud.
Hey, bud. What are y'all doing here in lovely Westminster?
We came down to visit you guys.
Ooh.
3 hours in the rain and traffic. Nothing better to do on a Friday and a Saturday. Yeah. Let's go Westminster. Look at Harry. It looks like a ghost.
Well, it does. So there's I can't even turn this thing around because of this is the way we're doing it today, but there's a TV monitor up on the wall so that we can see out in the main room where the drums are set up and they can communicate visually as well as through the headphones. And Harry looks like a ghost. He ought to be. He's probably sweat enough out there. He's probably got nothing left in him. He's probably pale as hell.
Hey, Mike.
What's happening?
Not much, brother.
Last I could see is I'm watching this over here and going, okay, waiting for it to come back on camera whenever that I'm watching you guys and this and that. And then now I look over here and I'm on the screen again. Damn.
Ding, ding.
Ding.
Really?
Ding.
Guys,
you didn't bring a bell with you?
No, dude.
Eric got to ring the bell. He took the bell away from me. Dude, I was so pissed that day.
He's a prick.
So yeah, man, we're just hanging out in Westminster. It's the reason I'm not in the studio today. I figured we could spend our first hour just chit-chatting and bullshit, and we ain't done that in a while. And interview with these guys a little bit here or there as they pop in and out of the room. But so what's been going on with you the last 2 weeks, buddy? You been in any shows in the last 2 weeks up in your neck of the woods?
No.
What do you mean?
Nothing. No. What have I been?
No?
No. I don't think so.
Well, shit,
I
dude.
can't remember yesterday, man. I mean, I think, no, I don't think we've been to, last thing we were at was, God, I can't even remember.
That's pretty bad,
Faster
dude.
Pussycat? I think it was Faster
Shit.
Pussycat. I think.
That was
I don't
a couple
remember.
weeks ago.
I'll have to check with the wife.
There you go. They're the ones that keep us in line, that's for sure.
Oh, wait a minute. That was way back when. Never mind. I don't remember.
You're slacking.
But I
So,
may have
you know-
one coming up in a couple of weeks. So we don't, I'm not, that's not for sure yet, but I may have one coming up in a couple of weeks. Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
What's happening, Mark? Hi.
How you doing, brother?
Not too bad. Myself.
Mark here from Rat Rod.
Doing pretty good. Making a wonderful noise here today.
Nice.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Killing it.
Indeed.
Killing it. Killing it. Killing it.
Whoa, yeah. What was that?
He said, are you killing it?
Oh, trying to. Of course, killing us, one or the other. We haven't decided which.
Do we have to get another band in there to kill it, or can you guys handle it?
I think we'll be able to handle it.
Oh,
Yeah, I
nice.
think we'll be able to
That's
do
why
that.
I like confidence. I love confidence.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Have you met us?
Yeah, that's why I'm questioning your talent. All right, I'm just wondering. I'm waiting
Mike
to
don't
make
miss a fucking
judgments
beat.
until I hear it. You know, after I hear the first song, it'll be like garbage or not garbage. We'll see.
You dig it.
You'll dig it, dude.
Cash it or trash it.
It's cash it or
That's
trash
That's the
it.
new segment. The new segment.
Yeah, cash it or
trash
trash it. Yeah.
Oh, so are we going to be the critics on that, or are we going to allow the audience to be the critics on that?
I want to be one of the critics because I'm already. So I
Of
get a
course you do.
vote.
I'd like to be one too. So I guess we just make it you and me. We'll trash it or cash it.
Right. Trash. Gone. See ya.
You trash it.
Well, I wouldn't trash yours.
Okay. All right, cool.
No.
No.
I have the insight. I've heard it already. It's fucking awesome.
That's what would be weird about it.
That's what would be weird about it. Mike, though, he's
Right.
going to reserve judgment. He's got to hear it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
gotta hear it.
Yeah, I don't
Gotta hear it.
I don't want premature
Gotta hear
judgment.
it.
No, you don't want to premature anything.
No.
No premature.
Sometimes
No.
you just want to get done and over with.
Well,
No.
Dude, I'm sitting with knuckleheads today. I'm
Good.
sorry. I got
got LJ and John over there.
I got both of them in my ears.
But only one of them's
I don't feel so.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not jealous.
So, Mark,
Yes, that's me. Yes.
what do you how you feeling about the new tunes, man?
I hate them.
Do you really hate them? Shit.
Trash it.
Trash it.
No, obviously.
Trash.
I love the news.
We could have done so much fucking better, but
We're just phoning it in.
Trash it.
fuck it.
Start from the beginning. Rewrite. Overdub.
All pieces of garbage we could come up with.
Rewrite overdub.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's gonna be killer, man. We
Session.
love it.
What's
We're
it?
really happy for what we're doing so far. We're digging what we're doing. It's gonna be awesome, and
Cool.
we're obviously optimistic. Hopefully everybody likes what we got. We think everybody's gonna like what we got.
I do. I know.
So that's all you can do. Just put your best foot forward. That's what we're trying to do here.
Exactly.
Here's the way for you to look at it, Mike. You already like the Rat Rod catalog that you've heard. You're already sold on what they're doing, right? So let's just say that let's say what you've heard and what you like already. It's still Rat Rod. You're going to know it from the opening chords. You're going to know exactly who you're listening to. But
Right.
It's harder. It's a ballsier. So
Good.
basically, what you already like, I know you're gonna love this stuff, dude. It's
Okay.
it's good stuff. It's really it's a continued evolution.
Definitely a continuation, an evolution.
It's
a progression of where we've been going.
Yep.
Rat Rod on
The recipe
steroids.
hasn't changed. We just added some different flavors.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, a little extra spice. It's good.
Dave, from when we've talked before,
Cayenne.
this go around too is a little more influenced by maybe some other artists that weren't
so prevalent before.
right.
The artists are pretty well always in there. Even on the first record, it's in there. It's just harder to hear it.
Right.
Even on Rat Like Me, there's a little Dwayne Eddy in that.
Right.
Really listen deep into it.
Right.
That stuff's still there on this. It's just maybe a little bit farther forward now. It's a little bit, maybe just a little more in there. And there's other things going along as well. But it's, I don't know. What would you say as far as other things you hear on?
I hear a lot more boogie woogie. Yeah,
Boogie
there's a heavier. Yeah, it really is, dude. There's some songs in here that, like, our wives would be up shaking their asses. You know what I mean? Like, it's got some boogie woogie to it that's really, really, really good in a very
Nice.
old school 50s rock and roll style boogie woogie swing.
But not with a 50 sound.
No. But in the style of, you know what I mean? There's definitely but a harder version of said era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you took that stuff, take your song, whatever, from then, and then ran it through a couple loud crank to 10 Marshalls. Kind of like that.
All right. I like it.
Kind of like that. So, spare no expense.
So
in
I'm
the
not going to
dispersion
be. We're not going to be trashing it right off the bat. Then.
Right. You're going to have to listen to it, absorb it a couple times for trash it.
I got to listen to it. God damn.
That's what Mike loves to do. Put on the headphones and fucking listen to shit.
We're going to give you a soundscape too. It's not going to be Pink Floyd soundscape, but it's going to be a soundscape. There's going to be width to depth to it.
Whoa.
So you'll hear some things going on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Bryce and I play a lot of the same, but we play a lot different as well, and you'll hear the difference between the two of us.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, because the first one. Right.
Good, Mike.
Oh, the first one was kind of like straight ahead. I don't want to say flat, but it wasn't big. It didn't fill a room. You know what I'm saying. It didn't fill the room. It was, not overproduced, not underproduced. It was just bare bones. Here we are. So this one's going to be a little more fill the room, fill the speakers. A lot going on, but not a hell of a lot going on. Just enough.
Right.
Not busy.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Not
busy. It's just going to be bigger. Bigger space, bigger
it's
sound.
Ballsier.
Yeah.
It's ballsier.
Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
cool.
It's like I keep referring to it as being ballsier. It's Rat Rod amped up. You know what I mean? It's again, it's harder, it's heavier. Not in like a heavier Metallica way or anything, but it's a heavier, ballsier, bluesier.
Though you say that, there's a little tip of the hat to Metallica in some of our stuff too.
There's some of the stuff that I learned from Bryce too when Bryce plays.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bryce, again, solid guitar player, solid rhythm player.
That's what you say.
He's.
I hear a butt.
He's a
bucker.
Careful in those next few words there.
No. There's no buts, but there's stuff that I hear in the way you play.
Yeah.
That suggests and leans towards that Metallica or harder sound. Mm-hmm. Not that it's that sound incorporated into Rat Rod, but it's the way he plays.
Yeah.
And that's coming through on this new one, Mike. That's what I mean. You're gonna get, and kind of what you were just saying a minute ago, and I was like, on this album, it's very distinct when you're listening to the new stuff. Who's playing what?
Yeah, that's true.
I know what's you and what's him.
Yeah, because he has a style of his own.
Exactly.
Even though we meet in the middle, he's got a style of his own. I got a style of my own, and obviously it goes without saying we blend well together. We should.
I would hope so.
Yeah. But,
okay, so now
father
you
and son
guys are in the
doesn't blend well,
studio.
but we got problems.
Right.
Right.
That's better,
you guys
that's
are in
better
the
than brothers.
studio recording.
Yeah. What?
You guys are in the studio recording your next album. Now, some people do it track by track. Bass player lays down his tracks, drum tracks, guitar tracks, vocals, run over it. Do you guys get in there and do that, or do you just assemble, kill it?
What we're doing today is we're cutting all the tracks live. All of them live to their own individual tracks, of course, but all live together, playing together. Harry's isolated in a room, and our amps are isolated in separate rooms, and we're in the control room. The other four of us,
all four
playing live. So it's a live band playing, and then we'll go back after the fact, add to it.
Right, and that's the best way to do it. I feel like when a band does that and they all go in the studio like it was done way back. They all go in the studio. They all sit in there. You got all four of them, boom, laying it down, and it gives you that live feel. It gives you that full feel instead of going through a computer and laying it down and tracking. No.
Yeah, we're doing it as real as you can do it. If this were Sun Studios, it's what we'd be doing right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sun Studios.
Good.
Nice reference.
Good.
Nice way to pull that into this because that's kind of tied into your sound. That's kind of cool.
It's in the bedrock, man.
That's cool.
I went there 2 years ago on vacation. It was like going to church. It was amazing.
That's what I was kind of making reference to, like the influences coming through this time, as opposed to on the other albums.
Yeah. I didn't see any live music in Memphis when I was there, but just being in Memphis, being on Beale Street, and going to Sun Studios, and just being in that room and knowing that that's where all that magic happened. Right, it had a profound effect on me.
I bet. I hear it.
I guess it came out. That's a lot of the stuff I come up with, at least. No, I got a hat on my head. It'll keep it all in place.
Sure about that?
Oh, Look, it's a hat. See, it's a hat. It's a rat hat.
It is, indeed.
What are they, $29.90?
$29.95.
Go ahead, Gene. Pimp it out there, brother.
On clearance.
$39.95.
There you go. You get your own Rat Rod hat.
RatRodRocks.com.
That's right.
After the new album hits, they'll be on sale.
We're all about shameless plugs on this show. We don't care.
$40 for ship Mark's head in
it.
Could you imagine?
I don't know if y'all could hear that or not, but Harry's over there going, for $40, we ship Mark's head in it.
For extra $5, Mark will put it on his head, sweat a little bit, and then put it in the
There you
box.
go. And you give me another $5, I'll bring it and put it on your head for you.
Sweaty hat. You could market that as a game used hat.
Could be. Game used hat. A gig used hat.
Gig used hat. Sign it. It's another piece of merch to put on the table.
I'm digging it. I have no shame.
There's always somebody out there.
What do you think about that, Mike?
There's always somebody out there that'll buy something like that.
If you had an opportunity to buy one of your favorite bands, game used cat, sweaty and signed, would you buy it?
Dude, I'd buy Bruce Dickinson's fucking underwear. Okay? Sweaty ass fucking shit. I'd buy his goddamn
that sounds like
underwear.
a fetish to me.
He'd buy Bruce Dickinson's underwear.
Not going there, not going to do that.
That sounds like a fetish to me.
A fetish?
Hey, man.
It could be a fetish.
Hang it in a rock room and start going moldy and shit, but whatever.
You are a piece of work, Mike.
Thank you.
I mean, but of course, now we're talking. I put it to him in a respect, a band that he really loves. He's a Maiden fan. He'd buy fucking Nico's Jock. You know what I mean?
I would.
That would smell like after a
Look, he said I would. I would.
I would. Give me it.
Oh, this radio show took a turn for the worse.
It did. Put Rat Rod in the room. Look what happens.
Yep, you just
Gotta
lost your
figure
whole
out who's
freaking
our
thing
guest is.
They'll be back. They'll be back. They come for Mike anyway.
Ah, there you go.
Nice.
You just you tee it up for him and he knocks it out, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's how we work.
There you go.
Right, Mike?
That's right. Trash it.
So you guys on a break? You get ready to come back in?
Yeah, as soon as Harry gets up to snuff and he's ready to go, we'll go again.
Okay.
He's getting beat down out there in the heat.
Get any gigs going
So
on?
what?
Yes.
We're gonna hear something.
In a couple of weeks.
We got.
We got the Bendy Q.
Come on, shameless plugs. Bendy Q.
Yeah.
Seems to be a lot of talk about this Bendy
We've
Q.
got the Bendy Q coming up. We've got Strip Club Choppers in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Nothing fancy. Strip Club Choppers up in Green Lane, Pennsylvania.
What's that date?
What's the date on that? Hang on.
Look, Mike's gonna probably beat you to it.
Let me get my calendar out.
Mike's probably looking it up. He's gonna beat you to it.
What, Bendy Q?
Well, Bendy
Is that
Q.
the 25th?
Bendy Q. He got out there. that's an in the know thing anyway. But the other ones we'd like dates for. You know what I mean?
And,
Yeah. So August 28th event, the
oh, yeah, I'll get on it.
Choppers and then
17th.
We get the 17th of September at the Rusty Nail in Ardmore, Pennsylvania. That's the next indoor gig. That's with our friends in Babylon Shakes and Instinct and Level Eye, and it's going to be a hell of a show. Nice. And then it's Bendy Q after that.
Bendy Q after that show.
So we should be good and warmed up by the time we get to the Bendy Q.
Yep.
You should,
because we've been kind of holding out playing these songs. So
we're playing in October at Dingbats in Clifton, New Jersey.
October at Dingbats in Clifton, New Jersey,
and we're playing again at Rusty Nail in October.
2 dates at Rusty Nail in October, huh?
Yeah, October. Well, what's
Dingbats at
September
Dingbats.
and October. That's good. What's that, Mike?
Is that the Dingbats are going to be at Dingbats?
The Dingbats are going to be at Dingbats.
Yeah, you know the score.
Mike is relentless with you guys because he already knows you know how to break balls.
I love you guys.
You know how to roll with it.
I hammer with you.
I'll tell you somebody that give you a run for your money there though, Mike.
Oh.
There's a guy sitting over there with a towel on his head. He's the drummer for this band, Rat Rod.
Really?
We're talking about breaking balls. That guy will make you cry.
Sweet. Let's put us in a room together.
Bump your ass and make you feel better.
Maybe I'll buy his jock too.
You buy his jock too. They're instant fans.
All right, there you go. Cool.
Instant fan.
Awesome. Harry, how's your jock? You said what? Nothing. It's okay. We're talking about like would fan buy like somebody's jock that was a sweaty game use thing at the end of a show. No, we can't do that.
Show them. Bill wants to see it.
He said right now my ball sack's in my sock, so.
And that's just an age thing.
And that's just an age thing.
Yikes.
Gravity, man. You can't fight it.
So.
Wow. We're losing listeners by the minute, dude. They gone.
We might be losing them now.
So we'll get them back.
Exactly. See? We'll get them back.
That's right. They don't know the hooks in their mouth.
Right.
Done. So it's interesting sitting in the studio. You guys know, I've been in plenty of studio sessions with 86 when they've recorded stuff and all. And this is nice being in the same surroundings, the home I'm used to, but watching these guys do it. And again, this is a different kind of recording than what you're doing now. This isn't like straight recording for the album. You're going to tweak things later. You're going to do other things to it outside of the studio, but it's nice and it's neat to get a different perspective of how another band goes about it. So it's been really cool to just watch you guys come in, like even just set up last night. Even we were just sitting around bullshitting and just how you guys your flow. I guess what I'm saying is like the flow you guys have live on stage as a band. I see that same flow come right into the studio this weekend. You know what I mean? It's like it's
job at hand. It was a mission accomplished.
Exactly. It's not like you're coming in and going, okay, we're gonna dick around all day and eat wings and take our time. And no, these guys have
it's the blue collar mentality.
Well, we are sitting here talking to you.
You spent 3 hours last night.
That's wasting time.
Probably 5 hours. Mm-hmm. 5 hours just getting the drums set up last night, getting everything mic'd, getting everything tweaked, so that they could come in today and just
5 hours to
start blowing everything out. What's that?
Do you guys know how to set up drums? It took you 5 hours to set the drums up.
We got directions off the internet.
He said they got directions off the internet, Mike.
YouTube.
There's a YouTube for everything.
If you can't find it on YouTube, you don't need to see it.
Right. Right.
We're 5 hours setting the drums up. Nice.
Yeah. If you can't find it on Google, you don't need to know about it. If you can't find it on YouTube, you don't need to see it. If you can't find it on eBay, you don't need to buy it.
There you go.
That's a rule.
Good wisdom from Rat Rod.
Yep, that's free too. You don't have to pay for that.
That's good.
Wow.
Mike's like, how's it feel to be in the presence of greatness, Mike?
I'm just I don't know what to say anymore. I'm done. I'm just done. Mark
Speechless?
McCarty wisdom.
Yeah. Dad, the freaking bucket, get you a cup of coffee.
The Bendicule?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
Yo, you coming up for the Bendicule?
I'm trying. That's still on the it's 50-50 at this point. I'm trying.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to
and
fit
we
everything in. What?
Say it again.
I said, so is M3, and we'll see what happened there.
I know that you know, I just said fucking got in the car, but I may be able to do it. I might just quit my job and say fuck it. We're done.
If you can make it, we know. We'd love to see you. But you live down in South Carolina. Quick day trip. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, see, that's the big thing. If I could turn it into a couple day trip, that'd be great. But if I can't turn it into a couple day trip, I'm kind of screwed. So,
right.
All right, you go.
Okay, you guys gonna get back at it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm getting kicked out of the control room, so back outside with my ass. It'll be a little less chaotic. You know what? While I change spaces, why don't we go ahead and take a break? Franklino's going to play some Rat Rod for you all. I think you're going to get 2. And then we'll come back and regroup. All right?
I'm in.
See you in a few, Bo.
Whoa.
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
Is this thing on? Is this thing on this time? Last time we took a break.
Yeah,
big one.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Cool. I got in the truck and the Bluetooth picked up, and I wasn't. Yeah, I got in the truck with the Bluetooth picked up, and I was like, "Fuck, is this gonna work with the Bluetooth?" Oops.
Yeah, it should. It works.
Whatever.
Works good. Wow.
Cool.
So what you got going on besides being there?
Dude, I'll tell you, I'll touch base on a couple things. The Rock Metal Records mentor band, Smoky Crow, just to give people a little update on that. Last time I think we talked about them on the show, they had written an original, their first one, and I was kind of shocked. Just everybody, we all kind of were within the label and all, about how quickly they, as being together as a band in a quick couple of months, they belted out their first original. Well, I talked to Frank yesterday, and they evidently have already three more originals. So they're hitting a vein. They're becoming very comfortable with each other. They're hitting a vein. They're firing on all cylinders. Everybody's contributing. It's been really cool to watch, everybody in the band contribute, and they're all really, really wanting this. This is what they want. You know what I mean? They want to be in a band doing original material. Again, they're young guys. They're not super young. They're in their 20s. They're all, mid-20s to late 20s.
Yeah.
But they are coming together, dude. It's sounding so good. So good. I'm so interested to see where this project goes. They're multi-talented, man. These guys are they're really talented. I'm going to keep plugging them because they're my guys. So, of course, I'm going to plug them. But more than just being, me being involved with them, they are phenomenal musicians, dude. They're just. I can't wait for you to catch a live show because you're going to be. Yeah, you're gonna dig it. You're gonna dig it.
Now they're gonna be at BendyQ, right?
They are.
That's what I thought. I thought I saw them.
And at that point, they're gonna. Frankie's telling me that they're probably gonna have 4 to 5 originals to be playing on that show, and I'm like, damn, okay, that's great. I mean, that's awesome.
Right.
Again, we wanted to find a band that was willing to. Work together with everybody, not just with themselves, but, with some of the guys that are involved with the label with me, putting them in front of these guys that have a combined, 50, 60, 80 years experience in the business. And these guys have been so when we had a session before their show we did at Studio E a while back, we had a big practice, and, Grant from Indian Head came as a guest star on that show with them, and Chris from Babylon Shakes also as well, and Steve from 86 Bullets. So they all came up and did a song, different songs with the band. They've been very much into, kind of mentoring with them and just, giving them their advice. So we had Grant and Eric, of course, on the practice the night before when they unleashed their first original to us. And they got done, and I looked at Eric and I looked at Grant. I was like, all right. I was like, this is what they signed on for. Tear it apart. You know what I mean?
Right.
And both Eric and Grant went, it's really, and, they had a couple of suggestions. Yeah, they had a couple of suggestions, which the guys, to their credit, they're sponges, dude. They didn't even miss a beat. They didn't go, no, we don't want to do that. You know what I mean? There was none of that shit. It was literally, okay, cool, let's try that. And they tried it. It worked. And they were like, cool, we're keeping it. You know what I mean? So it's like these guys are sponges. They are. We're trying to surround them with the right people, and the information that they're being given, they're pulling it in, man, and they're used to their advantage. The songs that they've been writing, dude, and they're not pigeonholing themselves. I mean, they are. If you look at it as even as a outlaw country / Southern rock, vein that they play their covers in, their original music is also very much in that vein. You know what I mean? And I had a conversation when I was talking to Frank last night, and he goes, yeah, one of these other songs you wrote, it's not really as hard rock or anything. It's almost kind of like a country rock. And I'm like, so? You know what I mean? It's like, you're a new band. You don't have to be pigeonholed into one type or genre or whatever to make it work. You know what I mean? So if you write a song that's in the vein of a Blackberry Smoke or, of a Black Crowes, that's great. And then if you write something that's got more of a rockabilly feel to it, that's cool too. You know what I mean? Their identity, they're developing who they are. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like they're going to go be a country band or something like that. That's not what I'm saying at all. But there's going to be aspects of their influences that you're going to see within this band as it grows and as it manifests into being whatever it is that they're going to be. It's really cool to watch these guys do their business the way they're doing it, being new at it the way they are, and not being, they're not looking at things through rose-colored glasses. They very much get that, number one, this is a business out here, so they understand that. You know what I mean? They're doing it because they love it. They're not worried about the business side of it just yet. You know what I mean? They're doing it because they love it, and they want to get out there and they want to share their music with people.
Right.
A lot of bands out there now have kind of lost that idea of connection. You know what I mean? And they just want to do things their way, and that's fine. I'm not going to bash a band for doing that. It works for plenty of bands. You know what I mean? But these kids are like untainted. You know what I mean? They're untainted by an industry. They don't have any egos among them. They are sponges. They want to just soak everything in. So it's awesome. It's awesome.
Right.
It's really fun to watch, man. It's pleasure working with them, man. Pleasure. You're going to be, when you do see them at some point, you're going to be blown away. Because even when the covers that they do play, it's not ones that you would normally hear a band playing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which
I like
makes,
band.
for me,
cover bands. There are a few out there that don't do the AC/DC. You shook me all night long. Poison, Talk Dirty to Me. I mean, they do different ones.
Right.
I like the covers that do deeper cuts. Say, hey, wow, Brittany Fox. Oh, I haven't heard that one before by a cover band.
Right.
That is cool.
Right, and that's what these guys do. Like they have an AC/DC song or in their cover sets that they do, but they do like Gone Shooting. Nobody does Gone Shooting. You know what I mean?
No.
Like they pull that one out. They do a Waylon Jennings song that is spot on that no other band does. You know what I mean? That's like nobody does them but Waylon, and unfortunately Waylon anymore. You know what I mean? So it's like it's cool to have a band like, again, I've said it a million times, and you all know this about me. I'm not a big cover band guy, but if I do go see a cover band and it's one I like you just said, I want to hear the deeper cuts. I want to hear not the same thing that every damn bar band in the world is playing. You know what I mean? Right. I can't hear Mustang Sally but so many times anymore.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No.
Or for that matter, Underkiss freaking 65 or whatever it is for Rob Zombie. I could care less if I ever hear another band do that song. You know what I mean?
I've never even heard one cover that. Boy, that'd be cool.
Oh,
because I've never heard of,
Oh, dude, I hear tons of cover bands out here that do that song. Tons of people that do that song.
Damn.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Right. How about do a different Rob Zombie song?
Exactly. Do something obscure. Do something that wasn't played on the radio. Do something that nobody fucking listened to. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just unfortunately, there's not a lot of that with cover bands anymore. And again, it's one of the reasons why I did pick up with Smoking Crow, because they were doing covers that weren't normal. You know what I mean? And doing them well, very well.
Right.
They've got some shows coming up where they're playing with some senior guys that have been in this area a long time. And those guys in that audience are going to get blown away. I'm telling you now. They're going to be blown away. It's going to be awesome.
Cool.
It's going to be awesome. I can't wait for you to hear them, like I said. And when I'm going to have them in Studio E here in the next couple of weeks recording that first original they did, just so we can throw out a single and get some interest in the band, because that song's badass. I don't know if you saw the live video I did of it. Song called Open Road, and if not, I'll tag you in it later so you can check it out, or I'll post it later. And that's just rough practice here at Studio E. You know what I mean? So we're going to get them in, and we're going to get that recorded and get it out there. And I'm telling you, when you hear that, Mike, you're going to be like, okay, I'm in.
I'm in.
It's good stuff.
So I think I heard it. I might have. What's up?
Yeah, it's out there. It's out there. I'll like I said, I'll tag you in it, or I'll just send you the clip later so you can have it.
Whichever.
Whichever. So what's up with Thrill Ride? We got. Are they?
We got Thrill Ride coming in at 3:30. Yeah, 3:30, something like that. A new band. I mean, there's not a lot out there by them. I heard one song. We'll get into that. You all hear that song. I sent it to Bill the night I heard it. He's like, it's cool. Yep. I wasn't sure if it was going to be in your wheelhouse, this and that, but it had a really cool vibe to it. And so I was like, I ran out, took the headphones, ran out to the living room, threw them on the wife and said, listen to this and tell me what you think. And she's like, okay, geez, And so she listened to it. She's like, I like it. I'm like, all right, I'm booking them. So I reached out to him. And
well, again, they're different. They're again, like we try to find bands to play and have on the show that are different. I mean, we don't want to get pigeonholed either. I mean, we're staying in the rock genre, but we want to be able to throw a band out there that maybe isn't everybody's taste, but it doesn't mean they're not a great fucking band. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. This is one of those bands where, like, when you told me they were from Maryland, I was like, oh shit, I'm in Maryland. How the fuck did I miss that? You know what I mean?
Well, like, they just we'll get into it, but they just 2019 they got together, and then COVID hit. So they were ready to go, and bam, they got nowhere to go. So now 2020, fast forward to 2021, now they're starting to get, okay, get a gig here, get a gig there. So they're starting to, find their wheels. And, 2020 was shit on everybody, or we would have heard about them probably before that. So, but they, like I said, they are brand new. Basically brand new because, you throw 2020 out, they're only, 6 months old? Really.
Right.
So
yeah. 2020 is a cancellation on everybody. You know what I mean?
It really is. So then when you hear of a band, okay, they came out in and they were telling me 2019, and then this hit, so they couldn't do shit. I'm like, God damn. Then kind of got into the, well, where'd you come from? And Denny Grace, the lead singer, guitar player, he was with Silvertongue. I did not know that. He was on The Pawn. That album, and I did not know that. So because I shouldn't really know that, but we'll talk to him and get the down low on what they're about. I think Will's frozen, or I am. Somebody's frozen.
That is, he is frozen. You are all good.
Snap out of it, Bill. Snap out. Come on, buddy. You can do this.
Oh, my God. We're just going to leave him up there frozen.
It's 8 to 3 today. He looks like he's so unimpressed now. He's just like, are you kidding me?
And it's good that we started this off explaining that it was going to be fly by the seat of the pants kind of show. Again, this is what happens when you're on a phone in a remote location, and interference, things could happen. And we were just gonna. I wish we had the ability to do like NFL play-by-play where we could just draw on his face right now.
Oh, that'd be sick, and he'd love it. I mean, just draw that. Man,
that might have to be something I look into in terms of future state for Toxic Radio abilities to be able to draw on the screen, because this would be the best moment to do that. I hope
Wendy is texting him right now saying they're fucking with you on the radio because you're frozen. He's thinking we're frozen. He's like, where'd you guys go?
I know. I guarantee you he's sitting there going, all right, they'll come back.
No, we're not coming back. You're out. See you bye.
This is the joys of technology, being able to come together in 3 different locations on one platform and just have everything just fall apart.
And you know what? And you know, some people would get very bummed out about it, very pissed off about it. You know what? We don't. Cool.
You can't, because it's the nature of the beast today, and it's the way things go. And you kind of have to know that this is a possibility when you say, okay, this is the way we're going to do it. Sadly, I don't even know what the hell you guys were talking about. Not that I wasn't paying attention. Well, I wasn't. But I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone with the landlord. I'm on the phone with the landlord because he's trying to get the air conditioning unit up and running ASAP, because apparently Toxic Radio unit here in the business complex is the only one that doesn't have AC right now.
Oh, wow. They're trying to evict your ass.
Everybody, let's get those degenerates. Like,
fuck them guys.
For anybody that's been here to the Toxic Studios, you know that like we're surrounded by, you know, lawyers and therapists and realtors and all of these upstanding business people, and then you've got us degenerates where, you know, when we have guests in and shows going on outside of the main entrance here, usually just gets flooded with rock bands and people out there drinking and smoking, and it's a rock station. What do you want from us?
Hey, tell the lawyers to lighten up and come join the freaking party.
We have brand new brochures that I had made up that make it look very professional, very good, and really let people know what we're all about. And I'm going to go around and just place them on all the doors and tell them, you know, come over and visit. Even though we have no AC, and in the booth here is now being used as a sauna right now. Yeah. He says he can't connect. All right, so I am. Okay. I mean, I didn't boot up the phone line, as you can see behind, right there for people watching. As you can see, the phone lines are not up and running, but I can boot up the phone lines and he can call in. But I'm kind of like in the Eminem show right now.
You know, I'm digging this. You know, we found a new one. You know, and just so everybody knows out there, this is not, you know, Toxic Radio's fault. They are absolutely professional. But, you know, it's like we could lose Will and just pick up and just run with it.
Yes.
You know, we're learning just how much we need him.
It's no longer RMR. It's now MNM.
Right. Eminem.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes.
Shit, he's back. Fuck.
Can we hear him? Can we hear him?
Whatever. Hopefully not. I mean, I hope so. Yeah, we got you. You're good. Go back when you can't stay as long.
Fuck you.
That was so
I'm sure
much
when I go
fun.
back and listen to the replay.
Dude, it was so
I know. I'm
fucking great.
I'm sure when I go back and listen. Sure when I go back and listen to the replay, it's going to be you fuckers just harshing on me. It's all good.
We were starting the new, instead of RMR, we were doing the Eminem show. We were starting a new show.
Now I got 2 toxic gigs and a podcast. Hell yeah. We're good.
I'll let you guys get back to it.
Have his own little fucking takeover.
What were we talking about anyway? I forgot.
We were talking about I don't fucking know. I'm back.
All right, take a little break. Do a song, and then they're gonna get on. I know they're on their way to a gig. He texted me probably yesterday or the day before. Said, "Hey man, can we do 3:30?" And I'm like, "We're doing 3:30." So, and I think they got to be off by like 4. So, you know, whatever. So we'll do a song. Right. Mike, cue up "Did I Hear You Say" by Thrill Ride, and then when we get back, we'll be waiting on them, and when they call in, we'll talk to them. Boom.
say you're right. What I saw behind your eyes has disappeared into the night. My heart is blue, so black and blue. There's nothing left to do. Did I hear you say? Did I hear you say I was never there? You're the one who walked away. Walked away from everybody who ever cared. It's time I hear you in the truth. Started living with the ghost of you. Did I hear you say? Did I hear you say I was never there? But you're the one who walked away.
It's happening.
That thing's good. That
You like
thing's
that?
good, man. That's a good song. Yeah, that's a
Dude,
great song.
and-
That's the
and-
one you sent to me the first time, I think.
No, that's a different one. The one I sent you is their brand new single that's gonna be on their new album called Abusement Park.
Right.
Abused.
Because I was
But
wondering.
yeah,
there was. I made a reference. Go ahead.
you go ahead.
I was like, I remember the track that you did send me. It's not that one, but it's because I've listened to that one. I was on the YouTube and checking stuff out. But the one you sent me, I made a reference to a certain band from the '80s, and you were like, "Yeah, I hear that in there." And it wasn't. It was. I
can't remember
the name of the damn. What was the name of the song?
The name of the song
but
was
remember I
Never
said to you,
Saw
I
It
said-
Coming.
Yeah, there's another one that I made reference to you. I said there's a hint of, and I'll say it with them when they get on here. There's a hint of Survivor in
Yes.
in
Yes.
that that new
He's
track.
got
you played
that
for me. I was
voice.
like,
I mean,
that was cool.
Yeah. That's coming up
Yeah.
after we talk to him. And believe me, that song is, they've got one EP out. And then, like I said, they got Abusement Park. I love the name of the fucking album, man. It's Abusement Park.
Cool. It's a cool name.
It is cool.
That's
And,
a cool name
they're,
for sure.
you're going to come out swinging and say, okay. And their sound is so much different than, what's going around today. And, his vocals are a little different, but they work with the music, and that's how I feel about it. But he's pulling over right now. He'd be calling in any minute. They're on their way to a gig.
The vehicle.
Great. I wonder if he's going to freeze too.
We're gonna start calling this interviews from the dashboard.
Dashboard interviews. I like it. Hey,
yeah.
all our guests are on their way to gigs, so I guess that's a good thing.
And that's a good thing. Absolutely, that's a good thing, man.
It could be we all sitting on the couch like 2020.
No more of that shit,
You don't want
baby.
that. You don't want that.
I'm not.
It's all about
I'm not. You know.
no,
Huh?
no, no, no more sitting on the couch.
What are you knowing about?
No
Oh,
more sitting on the
fuck
couch.
No. I'm gonna get just really weird for 2 seconds and tell people right now I will never again be told to stay the fuck home, and I'm not doing that ever again, dude. I'm just not. I can't. I'm not trying to be political. I'm not trying to make a statement. You know what? It's like I can't get into it in our format. I can't get into it on our platform. It's not the same. There's time.
Right.
I'm telling you, dude, I'm finding it hard that, like, I get that we have a platform here, but I'm finding it hard because I'm an opinionated asshole. So there's things that I want to say that it's got nothing to do with what we're doing on this show. So I got to shut my fucking mouth.
Hey, then you get another podcast. All you do is you get another podcast, and then you be like BillRantNaven.com, and then hey, you're good. He's like, money, give me the money.
That was awesome, Mike.
This guy's like, yes, baby. Hell yeah.
Our producer Mike Francolino is full of zingers and one-liners, man. You gotta give him credit for that shit. He's fucking all over it.
He's very good. I like him.
Yeah, I might have to do another little side cast.
Right. Hey, why not? You always got to have an outlet for what you want to do. Hey, look at that.
What's up, man?
Hey, man, introduce yourself.
Hey, this is Denny Grace from Throw Ride. How you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
Good, man. Sorry I'm a little late.
Good.
No, dude.
Good.
You're
I had a stretch of road that didn't have any exits. I'm like, crap.
As you can see, we're doing dashboard interviews now because
I think he's cutting out.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Should we cut him out?
We just mute him a little bit.
All right. I'm gonna remove him. I'm gonna mute his microphone. There he is. We just cut him out completely.
This is working so well today, man. We're getting rid of Bill little by little.
This is what happens when you've got multiple people, all of us in different areas. It's fun.
It's a blast. See, I told you, Denny, this was going to be very laid back. It's not no stuffy interview crap.
All right, nice. So he's frozen again. So we're gonna wait for him to connect back in. But you guys go ahead and do your thing.
We're just gonna do our thing, buddy.
Sounds good, man.
All right, Denny, welcome to the show.
Yes, sir.
Very, very nice to have you. I mean,
thanks, man. It's great to be here.
So, we'll get right into it because I know you're on your way to a gig. You got a gig tonight. Where are you at tonight?
Yeah, so I'm in cover band hell tonight at a place called Turf Valley Resort. I play in a local cover band around here too, along with the Throw Ride thing.
Right.
And it's like playing. It's like a little bit of everything. It's like a variety band, and so we have a private event.
Cool.
Down here at this resort. Yeah, it's a good gig. I mean, for sure. But rather be doing my own thing. But
right. But whatever pays the bills, you got to take what pays the bills.
Exactly.
Right. Now, Thrill Ride, from what you sent me and we've been talking, Thrill Ride started in 2019, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So how that got started was it was kind of just a bucket list thing for me. So I've been playing in bands around here for 30 years or so, and always been kind of the side guy, kind of like the Sam Bora to the singer, to the Bon Jovi.
Right.
And and for years people are like, you should do your own thing. And I've written songs with friends forever, and this is like a lot of backup stuff, things like that. And I didn't think much about it, but like as I went along, and especially like right around like 2018, 2019, I started to get the itch to kind of just see if I could do it, on my own. And So I had a batch of songs, and some I really liked, and I was like, well, and I do like rough demos at home, and I just kind of reached out to a friend of mine who I'd done an album with before with a band called Silver Tongue. I don't know if you're familiar with them or not.
Absolutely.
Killer band, by the way. Yeah, I love those dudes. And so we did an album together called The Pawn back in like 2005 or 6, somewhere around there. And so anyway, so I reached out to the producer because I loved working with him then, and he happened to have an opening, and we went in and did the first 5 songs, and I played like all the guitars, all the bass, and sang on it. And had a friend of mine come in and play drums. There's a killer drummer around here named Keith Thomas, and the producer did like the piano stuff and the keyboard stuff, and did all the vocals, which was like frightening because I never really done that before.
Right?
And,
you're putting yourself out there now for all kinds of criticism and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And, and it came out. To be honest, it came out much better than I expected. Just from just my vocal standpoint, things like that. And a friend of mine, a guy named Bill, who now plays bass in the band. I happened to reach out to him because the guy's got an amazing voice, great bass player, and just kind of wanted to see if he wanted to just get together and with a couple people and just see what it sounded like, and maybe go play some shows, have some fun with it. And again, not thinking too much of it. And we're both friends with Bill Chavis, and
yes,
known Bill for years. And he's like,
great
hey,
guy.
Oh, yeah, love him, man. That guy's salt of the earth. And so Bill Yost, the bass player, says, "Did you send this stuff to Chavis?" I'm like, "No, I don't want to bug him. I'm weird with asking friends to do like for favors, things like that." And he's like, "Just ask him to listen to it." So, and I was like, "Nah, maybe eventually." Well, behind my back, Bill sent Chavis a
Thank
message.
God.
He goes, "Yeah," he's like, "Hey man, have you heard Denny's stuff?" And he says, "No." He goes, "So Bill sent me a message and said, hey, send me what you got." So I sent it to him, and maybe 20 minutes later, I'm pretty sure he didn't even listen to all the songs by that point, and sent me a message, said, "Hey, I love this song. Did I hear you say?" He goes, "You give me 5 more of those." He goes, "We can talk." So
This is
yeah,
what we
so
just
that's how that
played,
all.
and
Oh, cool, nice.
that's the one we let in with because it's got that. I mean, it you got hooks in there. You got the vocals fit the music. It's kind of melodic, but it's kind of harder edge. It's got a lot of things working in there and working well and working different than most stuff.
Oh, thanks, man.
So
Yeah,
it's
thank
kind of
you. Yeah.
it kind of catches you and kind of piques your interest, and you're like,
Yeah, because I'm huge on. I love huge harmonies, like both vocally and guitar wise. I'm a big Maiden fan, Thin Lizzy fan.
We're
love
gonna
those
love
double guitars.
forever.
Tesla. Yeah, Tesla, like all those
Maiden?
guys, man. Yeah, and I love Maiden, and of course vocally, I love, love the Beatles, obviously, but most people do, but the bands that they influence, a band like Enough's Enough, harmonies are killer. I love that kind of stuff. So I put those all over the album just because it's it's what I grew up on and what I love. And so thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's one of my top probably 3 songs on the album. I love that song.
Right, and then you have
that's a great song.
Goodbye.
Awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Goodbye is Bill. If you haven't listened to it yet, you have to listen to Goodbye. Goodbye is killer. I mean,
I've heard it. I've heard
you
it.
heard that one. It is so good. It's like
Yeah.
the lyrics are thought out. I mean, the harmonies are there. You gotta listen to it, and by the middle of it, you're like catching it and going, wait a minute. Then you got to rewind it because you feel like you probably missed something, and you did. So you got to, it's one of them things you got to rewind and go, wait a minute, it's very good. I don't throw a lot of compliments out there, and Bill does not whatsoever. So, to be complimented,
What do you mean, man? Fuck, you meant to be the asshole here.
No, we're very, very, very picky in our music. We don't.
That's a good.
We don't like everything.
That makes you appreciate that even more. Thanks, man.
Right.
That's awesome.
The EP is very good. And Bill, you like it.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I like it a lot, man. Mike sent me a clip when he first sent me the first clip. It's actually one of the new ones that you have. And we know you're short on time, but when you get off here, we're gonna actually play that track as well.
Cool.
Mike sent me this. Yeah, Mike sent me this track, and I was like, okay, this is fucking way cool. This is really different. It's not the norm. What I mean by different, it's not the norm. It's not the spoon-fed bullshit that radio gives us. It's a throwback, but you've made it current. It's you can listen to it currently. But that track in particular, I hear, and you may take this the wrong way or the right way, but I hear, with my ear, I hear an old school Survivor flavor, like the vocal on it, the arrangement of it. You know what I mean? And believe me, I'm a huge Survivor fan. I think that was one of the most underrated bands ever. Honestly, in my opinion, I really think Survivor was extremely underrated because they weren't hair metal. I hate that fucking term, but they weren't. They didn't really fit a mold. They got thrown into all that, and the stuff that was played on the radio was more their love songs, their melodics, their ballads. But if you get into Survivor's catalog, they were a harder band.
Yeah. So I never noticed it until I saw them live.
Really? I've never seen him live.
Oh, we lost him again?
Never seen him live.
Band with great vocals, great harmonies. So that track that Mike sent me, that was the first thing I noticed. I was like, wow. There's this throwback I haven't heard in a while.
You're just messing with them now, Mike.
Okay, so your vocal. I'm here now.
He's caught up now.
Now you're back.
I think Francolino
I'm gonna get this shit out.
Screwing with you now.
I'm gonna fucking get this shit out right now, okay? Fuck this remote shit anymore. I ain't doing it. That's why I fucking like coming into the studio. I don't have to fucking deal with this shit.
I do this every week.
We got guests on the show that think I'm the fucking loose link. You know what I mean? This is bullshit.
You're better off thinking I'm the loose link most of the time, though. All right, whatever.
No, it's this is fucking bullshit. Anyway, regardless, dude, I love your voice. I think it's a really good throwback that we don't hear much anymore.
Right.
I'm real interested to check out everything you're doing. For me, I'm a live guy, so I can't wait to actually get a spot to see you guys live. Because for me, that's where I really have to, you know what I mean? I have to connect with the music. But so far, so good, dude. I love everything. Yeah. The EP that's out there, I've listened to all of it. It's great. The new stuff that Mike sent me, the one new song that you have out there, like I said, it's got this Survivor throwback to it. Great song. I can't wait to hear more of what you're doing. It's good, dude. It really is. It's good.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And actually, so do yourself a favor. Listen to the new one again. And I didn't realize this until after it was completely produced. And then listen to Modern Day Cowboy from Tesla. Right? When the song kicks in, they could probably sue me. I never even noticed it. I'm like, son of a bitch. Yeah.
I didn't notice
they're also one of my favorite bands. Yeah. It's like I didn't even think about it. And the drummer,
Me too.
So the drummer and I were talking not too long ago, and he goes, I completely almost ripped that off, right? And I'm like, what? Because it doesn't sound like it. Like the riff's not the same, nothing like that. And he goes, no, the feel of the song. He goes, I totally ripped that off from Modern Day Cowboy. I'm like, well,
really?
I could think of much worse songs you could have ripped off. Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
I love it. Freaking love it.
Yeah.
And,
no shit.
At this point in time, really, is there any songs that really don't sound like another song? You know, with so much music and so much other stuff out there, you're always constantly saying, "Hey, this sounds like Welcome to the Jungle," or "This sounds like Modern Day Cowboy," or "This sounds like Girls, Girls, Girls." Constantly, there's a note or two in there that sparks your brain, and you're like, "Hey, that sounds like this." You know?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You guys are.
There's no real quote-unquote original stuff.
You guys are thinking about this shit the wrong way. You guys are totally thinking about this shit the wrong way. Okay. You're not ripping off Tesla, okay? You are paying homage to a great band that you fucking grew up with, that you like, so you're not ripping them off.
No.
I'll take that. I'll take that all day.
Nope.
Yeah, I like that. Nope. Sounds much better. I like that. Definitely.
So now, all right.
Yeah, it's like
I know
it's like
that
it's like Mike said. It's all been done. So
it's all really
You're right.
all been done. Now you got Abusement Park, which I love the name. That is absolutely, you know, when I read that, I'm like, Abusement Park. That is so cool. That is it still slated for end of August?
So yeah, it got pushed back a couple of times. So the label just kind of I guess ran into a couple of issues, but yeah, as far as I know, it's coming out late August.
Late August.
I'm hoping before the end of the month. Yeah. So I was hoping for the beginning. Didn't quite work out the way that we thought it would. So, but it's coming. So it's just taking a while. So
hey, that's good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, I thought. Hopefully everybody else feels the same, man. I'm really proud of it. So I really hope that everybody that hears it, likes it and gets behind it. And,
so
yeah. So
you made mention about the label. So you guys are signed now?
Yeah, so we're signed to Highball Music.
Highball.
So Bill, like I said, Chavis was kind enough to give us a shot, and so he basically said, give me 5 more songs like Did I Hear You Say, and actually the timing was almost amazing because of course everything shut down last year. So I ended up being off of work. So my day job became going downstairs and just writing and just seeing what I came up with, and was fortunate enough to come up with 4 new songs that I really loved. And then I had a 5th song slated for it, and the bass player Bill I mentioned earlier. So the drummer and I had been up one night partying a little bit, and he crashed at the house. We got up the next morning, and we had this message from the bass player, Bill, and he says, I don't know if you guys want to do this song or not. He goes, it's a little bit lighter and a little bit different than what you got, which I'm fine with because, you guys have heard the EP, so, like, the song Lift Me Up is totally different than, like, the other 4. And I'm like, sure, man, I'm up for anything as long as it's not too far left. So he plays, I open up the file, and literally his version started off with his voice, and then the song kicked in, and I just looked at Keith, and I'm like, well, the drummer, I'm like, well, I guess that other song's off the album now. This one's going on. I mean, within like 30 seconds, I'm like, this song's incredible. And Bill's an amazing singer. Killer bass player, amazing singer. I'm so happy he wanted to do this. I'm actually almost more excited for people to hear his song than the rest of the album that I have. Just because, I've had a couple songs now that are out and people are familiar with it. So so I'm really excited for people to hear him too, because the guy is super talented. Yeah.
Right.
And that's awesome that you say that, because that tells me that you don't have an ego. And I love musicians that are kind of egoless. And you just saying that, to your other bandmate, going, I can't wait for them to, you're the singer, and you're saying I can't wait for you guys to hear him sing this. That's I love that. I already know that you don't have an ego in this band, and that's fucking awesome to hear, dude.
Thanks. Yeah, like I said, after being around here for 30 years and doing this stuff, I think doing the cover band thing kind of helps that, because everybody's doing the same thing. It's like, if you're running around here with an ego and you're playing the same exact songs everybody else is, something's wrong,
Something's wrong.
Give my parents some credit. They raised me right. It's okay to think you're good, but it doesn't matter. It matters what everybody else thinks, and if somebody else is coming up and telling you, hey, I really like what you're doing, that's what matters, so
right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't spend a whole lot of time breaking my arm, pat myself on the back. I just want to move on to the next thing and have fun with what we're doing. So,
Right.
And we are.
I think
for sure.
you being signed with Highball. I mean, Bill he's great. He's awesome. And he tends to get bands working. You know, he's one of the promoters that makes sure their bands are working. You know, he's got Asphalt, he's got Native, he's got a bunch under his belt. You know, and he makes sure you guys are working, and he's very good. Got a great ear, and just got a whole good feel for the industry. And he's you know you landed in a good spot, a really good spot. With that.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm very happy he's involved with this, and I was so stoked. Not just as his friend, because I said I've known him forever, but and that's the thing about him that I knew. Is just because I knew him doesn't mean he was going to throw me on the label and put it out. You know,
Right, you gotta
I
be
knew
good.
he wanted to like what he heard, and so that it meant a lot to
But
me.
yeah,
you know,
Bill-
more in a lot of ways, but.
Right.
Bill's definitely got integrity. He's not just gonna get in bed and get involved with anybody. You know, he's got to make sure that number one, he feels it. And, you know, I've watched him from afar, you know what I mean? And I've watched, like, when he brings up Asphalt Valentine a year or two ago, and I'm like, fuck. I was like, that's awesome. And then he brings up Native Sons this last year, and I'm like, son of a bitch. And I walked over to him, you know what I mean, during the Sunday show, and I walked over to him, and I was like, dude, you're knocking it out of the park with these guys. Hi, Eric. Hey, what's up? What's up, buddy? Yeah.
Dude,
Still doing the
that,
show?
that Asphalt Valentine
What's
song,
up?
Asphalt Valentine was my favorite song that came out last year.
I'm not sure.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I had heard it on 97 Underground probably 10, 15 times, just like messing around the house. No idea who it was. And then when I finally saw who it was and realized they were on the label, I'm like, oh yeah. So I was at that Sunday show. Are you guys talking about the Sunday show at Cancun Cantina?
You were there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
What the frig? We were all there.
Yeah,
We didn't
crazy.
meet. Are you
Listen.
kidding me?
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, listen.
Wow.
I gotta interject real quick because I gotta bounce off of here, and I apologize. I got a situation happening inside the studio that I gotta go tend to. I apologize for bouncing out of here, brother. It's been great talking to you. I'm looking fucking forward to hearing more of your music. Keep doing what you're doing,
man.
and I'm gonna leave you in the hands of Mike Francolino and Mad Boy Mike there, and I look forward to seeing you live, brother, and I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Nice meeting you. Like, I can't wait to meet you in person, man. Definitely. All right, man.
Me
See
too,
you, buddy.
brother. Me too. Peace out. I love you guys, and let me go
Later.
take care of what I got to take care of.
Have a good one, man.
All right, see you, man.
Now the song we got coming up after we get done is the song Bill was talking about that hooked him, that hooked me, hooked everybody who's never saw it coming. And that got released on July 12th, 13th, somewhere around there. You guys released it.
Something like that,
6th, something
Yeah.
like that. And then
Yeah,
last
somewhere around- it was early
week,
July,
yeah, last week it debuted on Launchpad Live at number 6.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
cool
so
is that?
I'm so stoked for that, man. That's awesome. That's freaking awesome. Yeah. Do you know that guy Michael Presti that does the Launchpad? I guess he's part of it.
Yes.
He does it, but
Yep.
yeah, good dude, man. I had a nice long conversation with him a while back, and so he added it and didn't tell me. By the way, I had no idea it was
Really?
even on there, and then and I happened to see the tag in the post that it was, that ended up being, on the vote thing. And I'm like, well, I don't know how the hell that ended up there, but okay, cool. So yeah. So if you happen to see this, thanks, Mike. I forgot to send him a thank you note, but yeah, I was so cool to see that debut at 6. I didn't expect that. At all.
But when something's good,
No.
it's like I said, it's different. I mean, it's not your rubber stamp. Okay, this. Okay, put this out. It's all the same. This comes at a time when people are thirsting for a little bit of different and originality, really. And like I said, you kind of incorporate the melodic, the hard. It's not just one category you're sitting in. You're kind of like, and you're intertwining them and all, and it works, and your voice works well with the music.
Thanks, man. Thank you. And like I was saying earlier, that was, I figured that would be my biggest Achilles heel with this was going to be my voice, because I'm not the biggest fan of it. I mean, thank you. I've had people like tell me they like it. I'm like, man, I hear it and I'm like, I'd rather sound like John Corabi or Sebastian Bach or something like that. But in a way, I'm glad I don't.
No.
So,
Right, and your voice is recognized. You could recognize, okay, that's Thrill Ride. You want one of them voices that stands out, doesn't fit in. It stands out, and people recognize your voice. Sebastian Bach has that voice. Okay, that's Sebastian. That's Skid Row. Vince Neil. They all have their own sound, and you got these other guys that all of them sound alike. It's like, but the bands that stand out, the vocals are there.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Right, and you're your biggest critic. You're gonna hate everything you do. Always. If you don't, then you're not doing something. You're not doing it right. If you think you're great, you're perfect, and this is going great. I'm great. No, sorry, dude, you're not.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But
you're 100% right.
Now the other song you sent me, and when we break out of here, I'm gonna play Never Saw It Coming and Light in the Dark. Now, Light in the Dark, is that a new one? Because it's not on the EP.
Mm-hmm.
Is it going on?
Yeah, it's a new one.
Nice.
Yes. Yep.
So
it's actually the lead track. Yep.
Okay, so that I haven't seen that anywhere. So we're pretty much debuting this. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I debated what to send, but that song actually means a lot to me. It's I mean, it deals a little bit with like mental health.
Right.
Yeah, like illness. I had a friend of mine a couple years ago who passed away. His I guess inner demons, if you want to call them that, kind of got the best of him. And I kind of go through stuff like that too. And I kind of, it was one of those songs where, I mean, I always write the music first, but musically it just hit me that, like the lyrics just kind of flowed out for that one, and it kind of just took a turn towards, like just watching out for each other, being there for each other. Don't be afraid to ask for help, lend a hand, that kind of thing. I mean, it's kind of a little heavier, kind of lyrical idea, but yeah, I love the song. It's it's the lead track on the album, and I debated. I really did debate releasing that first, but I'm glad I released Never Saw It Coming first. That song just, like I said, Never Saw It Coming just kind of hit me a little different. Like kind of like What Did I Hear You Say did, and
right,
yeah, but Light in the Dark for me was a close third. It was like I don't know. I just something about that song I really love. It's kind of heavier. Right. It's yeah. The solo's good. The solo's pretty cool on it.
Yeah. And when you sent it to me, it kind of, I got that vibe because, we all either know somebody or we suffer from it. And it hit me, and I thought, okay, is this really what it's talking about? And okay, that's what it's talking about. And with the passing of what's his name from Metal Church, with the passing of him.
Oh yeah,
I can't remember his name right now.
Like Hal, yeah.
And it's Mike Howe,
yeah.
I went to, and that's kind of on everybody's mind right now. And, it's just, you got to look out for each other. We all, we might fight our demons, and we don't let people know about it. You're not going to know what's going on with me, or you're not going to know what's going on with him. But you got to learn to try to recognize the signs and be there for somebody when they need it. And and we are our biggest, we're our biggest roadblocks. We do not reach out
definitely.
At all. We will not do it. We figure we're bothering somebody. We're doing this and we don't want to, and we don't think anybody will understand what's going on. And we got to get out of our own damn way. I get in my way all the time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
So, Hey, I'm always here for you. I know you're always there for me. And, the music is there
Absolutely,
for
man.
all of us all the time, every day,
Most certainly, Mike. Most certainly.
But
Yeah, man. It's
I know you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah. It's just like I say, it's definitely just one of those messages. I'm not a big like get a message out there guy and preachy guy whatsoever, but it's just one of those things that hits home, and it's I especially with where a lot of people I know have been going through the past like almost year and a half now with obviously the whole pandemic thing and
Yeah.
on, just watching people really kind of sink low, and it's like, man, don't give up, don't give
Right.
up, and if you're on the opposite side of that and seeing somebody who is, just like I said, just reach out, man. Just hey, how are you? Kind of, what do you need? Like
They're on the
just
life raft.
it's important.
It is.
Yeah, it's important
It is.
for sure.
And the last year has
Yeah.
been tough on a lot of people that probably never even thought they had this problem or condition or whatever. People that didn't think that way. Now, all of a sudden, since the last year, people went through, almost getting evicted, and they still don't know how they're paying their bills. They lost their jobs. They don't know what they're going to do, and this and that, and a lot of people, marriages didn't survive. Because now they were always working, not around each other. Now they're around each other 24/7. They're like, okay, we really don't like each other. Yeah, and it's
right. Yeah,
you gotta kind of feel good that some of us made it out pretty much without a scratch, but you got to look out for the guys, and they're showing signs. You just got to look for them, and they're out there. That they're suffering. They're suffering.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely,
But
man.
how much longer you got? Because I know you got a gig.
Yeah, I got a couple more minutes.
Okay,
I
cool.
got another 5 minutes or so. Yeah.
Now you don't have a website or anything that I looked for a website for merch and everything like that. Okay, where am I going to purchase your merch? Where am I going to get your CDs at? Let me know. Tell me where this CD is going to be available. Is it going to be available through Highball?
Yep. Yeah, it'll be available through Highball. I am I'm actually working. I just talked to the lady about a week ago about getting the site up and running. She sent me a couple ideas, so we're working on that. That'll be up. So we got a couple social media things and kind of dropped the ball on it a little bit. I got a little sidetracked with some other stuff, but I had to find another guitar player, so I'm like, so that bought me a little more time at least. So we're working him in now. So we hopefully will have the album out, be ready to play, and everything else will be in line. And hopefully I'm hoping by the end of September we can actually start getting out and actually playing some gigs. So
Hell
to make
yeah.
sure, yeah. So I can't wait, man. I love the studio. I love being in the studio and recording, but man, I love playing live. Love it.
Got to get out there.
Yeah.
Got to get out there.
Yeah, man.
And in your defense, with the website not up and with everything, you didn't think it was going to take off this fast. You really did.
No, no. And then the album's not even out yet, and the attention that I'm getting from from you guys and a few other people that have reached out, it's like, oh, I should probably get it together quick because I don't want to be stuck with nothing to show. Yeah,
Right.
and start losing gigs or losing opportunities, things like that. So yeah, so I'm jumping on it now. So I'm hoping to have everything I said in line, website wise and CD wise. I'm hoping within a few weeks, and then obviously by another month and then we'll be up and running and hopefully playing some shows and having a good time. So I can't wait. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, I'm excited.
Anything you want to, in closing, let people know? Anything I didn't cover that you want to get out there?
I think we got most of it, but well, not all of it, and then some. But yeah, man. Anybody that's listening, watching, if you like what you hear, when it comes out, it'll be soon. You can find us on Facebook. I have an Instagram that I really need to start getting on more. Reach out to us. Like us on Facebook. Get in touch with us. And as soon as the CD's ready, we'll have them out to everybody. And hope everybody will keep in touch and watch out for us. And hopefully we'll get out and get to play some shows, especially outside our area here. So
Hell yeah.
that's what I'm really looking forward to doing. Is like trying to jump on some shows like down south or out west or just somewhere.
Right.
See something
Exactly.
different.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Get a new audience, expand your horizons, and get out there and do it. And like I said,
man.
with Highball, and you're in a good place. He'll take care of you. He'll get you out there. Heck yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, he's a good dude, for sure. Yeah, he works hard.
Okay, man.
Like I said.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Well, I'll
yeah,
let you
dude.
get on your way, and I'm going to get these two tracks on here so people can hear them. First up, we got Never Saw It Coming, which was the first song I heard, and I never saw it coming on how good these guys were going to be. And then the next one is
thanks,
Light in the
Mike.
Dark. You betcha. Next one's Light in the Dark. It hasn't been heard yet. It's being heard right here for the first time. That's because he rocks, lets us rock. Thank you, Denny.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you so much for being here. I will get all your links up tomorrow on my page. I will share them around. I will share your music around. I will pump you guys up. Thank you very much for being here.
Mike, thanks for having me, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate what you guys are doing for bands like us, man. So it means a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So for sure.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Got to get the word out. Got to get you guys working.
Yeah, man, for sure. And keep in touch too, man. And I'll let you know as
Oh,
soon as
yeah.
things are up and running.
You got it, baby.
All right, bud.
All right.
Sounds
You have a good
man.
night. Have a great gig.
You too, bud. Thanks, man.
All right.
See you, man. Thank you.
Never.
All right, bye.
Thank you. Never saw it coming. Light in the day. Bang. Sorry, I was jamming. All right, that was Light in the Dark. And before that, Never Saw It Coming. Both of them are going to be on the brand new album from Thrill Ride. It's going to be titled Abusement Park. Not amusement. Abusement Park. I think it's a great title. I mean, I love it. So far, the 2 tracks that you just heard are the 2 tracks I just heard, and I think they're spectacular. I cannot wait to hear more from these guys. They're brand new. I think they got a bright future. I mean, tell me what you think. Hit me up, message me. Tell me what you think. Just a good band. Michael, I know you're back there. What did you think? Did you like them?
I did. I thought it was very good. I liked them. Very, very cool. You guys always, whenever you bring on bands, I don't think you've ever brought on a band that I did not like or was like, what the hell is this? Most of the music, the bands, and the artists that you bring on, I dig wholeheartedly. So it didn't change anything with this band right here, Thrill Ride. Very, very cool. If I was at a show and I was at the bar and they came on, I'd definitely go take my drink to the stage and go rock out to them. So very, very cool.
And that's that's the kind of bands we look for. We kind of like to find the diamonds in the rough kind of thing, or the ones that, and we're all about trying to get the lesser known bands known. But we're not going to bring every one of them on. Some of them aren't that good, and
the guys you bring on, I could definitely tell they take it seriously. Like there are some bands out there, and you're watching them, and they don't take it seriously. Like they're all about the image, the idea of being in a band is more important to them than actually being a solid band. And so you could tell the difference right from the door when you're listening to a band or when you're out there watching them, whether or not the band is serious, they take it seriously, by the songs they put out, the artwork they put out, their presence on stage, whether or not they're just in love with the idea or whether or not they actually are a full unit, a band that is out there to make a difference with their music.
Right. And you can tell with like guys like Denny. I mean, he's thankful. Thank you. And you get that passion from him. He doesn't believe yet that that he's good, but he's like good. He's there's no ego. There's no, we're going to be this, we're going to be that. He's down to earth, loves what he does, passionate about it, and you can tell.
Well, that's 100% the difference between the wannabes and the guys that are. The wannabes will always project that they're bigger than they are, that they're better than they are, and the ones that are true to it never feel like they're there because it's always just out of reach. Every time they could be on stage performing at like the biggest arena known to man, but it's still out of reach. They're still trying to get to that next level. They stay hungry. Whereas the others, they want to project that they've already made it before they've even performed in front of 100 people. Exactly, yeah.
Just ask me. I'll tell you I'm the best. You might not think I'm the best, but I'll tell you I'm the best.
So no, he was very cool, and the fact that he's out there, and like he said, he'd rather not be doing the gig he's doing, but he understands. He's got a talent. He understands that you got to struggle, you got to grind before you can get to the point where you're doing it full time and you don't have to do that side stuff. And it's that hustle.
Right.
It's that hustle.
It's
None of the
hustle.
other.
I was talking to somebody else the other day that does the gigs for. Oh my God, I'm blacking out here.
You're the one sitting there in comfy air conditioning. I literally this whole entire time have had beads of sweat going down the crack of my ass, going, God damn it! Why did I want to work in an industry where I've got so much equipment surrounding me at all times?
Now we just lost even more listeners because now they got a freaking crack a Mike's ass image in their fucking heads. Thank you very much. I was just going to thank you on how well the show went, on how well the show didn't go. And
No,
then your
there's-
crack ass.
I'm sorry. It's hard to think of anything else when that is happening. Anybody out there that works in heat or deals with the heat on a regular basis knows that it's hard to think about anything else when that moment is happening.
You're
But no,
right.
today, for everything that went down and for all the ins and outs and technical difficulties and what we had to endure, for everything being said, it went smooth as anything. I'm proud of you guys for being professional broadcasters, for going with the flow, figuring out how to go, not losing your cool. Professional. I would put you up there, both of you, as professional broadcasters, and just because that's what it is. You go with the flow and you just keep going. The show must go on. So
Show must
kudos
go
to you
on,
guys.
baby.
Kudos to you guys.
Hell yeah. Well, it's all our engineer and our producer, man. He's just
that guy.
Man, he's the freaking best.
Oh man, it's fun to do shows with you guys.
Hell yeah. Well, that's cool. We'll keep doing them then. We'll keep doing it. And I know what you're going through. I lost my air conditioning this week. It didn't get back up till yesterday.
Yeah, it's fun during a heat wave.
Thursday. No. No.
But you know what? As
It
rock
sucks.
guys, as guys who have been known, maybe not now, maybe not as much now that we're in our older years, but back in the day, getting in a pit at a concert and just and being, shoulder to shoulder with people, can't move forward, can't move back, and just sweat pouring down your face.
Yeah.
We know what it's like to be grimy and sweaty and nasty, and to still have a smile on your face, throwing up the horns and rocking out.
And having
So
a blast.
in our older years, as we get older, to deal with this
I'm
isn't
not
all
getting
that
older.
bad. No,
I'm not old.
no, you're staying.
No.
What age are you
Nope.
sticking at?
I'm at 21. I guess I have
You're
to
gonna
be
stick at 21. Is that where you mentally
Yeah.
stopped progressing? 21.
Yeah, we'll go with that. It was probably way earlier than that, but I want to think I'm 21.
I always say 23 for me. 23 is where I stopped. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
But that's what music does. Music does that for you. You can still sit in a
Stops
car.
you.
You can have a playlist of everything you listen to at that age, and you magically get just teleported back to that age.
Every single day.
And it's where
Every
it goes.
single day.
That's how it goes.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Well, I want to thank everybody, for tuning in, listening, and checking out. I will put up all the links for Thrill Ride, so you can find them. They're like we said, they're high vol music. Bill Chavis runs them, books them, manages them. If you want to reach out to him, get a hold of them. They'd love to do things out there. I mean, they're hungry, they're ready. They'll have CDs once that's out. They'll be available through High Vol, so I'll put that link up there so you all can find it real easy. I'll put a link for their Facebook page so you can keep up to date with what's going on when they're putting new singles out. Like I said, the one single that they put out not even about a month ago is number 6 on the charts, and they're doing well. And hey, support music, support what you love, support music, keep these guys working. It's all because of us. We keep them working, they keep us happy, they keep our mental stability intact. They keep giving us music, we keep absorbing it, and we're happy. So let's stay happy and just keep going. But I'll put all the links up and get you all familiarized with Thrill Ride. Great to have them on. Thank you, Denny, for being here again. Thank Rat Rod. They're busy working in the studio, getting their new one out. So, bands are working. They're getting it out there. They want to make music for us. We need to buy it, get the physical copies, not just rely on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever. Buy the physical copy and stream it. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and it's a pleasure. I'm glad you do. I love doing this. Bill loves doing this. I'll speak for him on this. I know he loves doing it. But Next show is Whiskey Grin on the 28th. We will have Whiskey Grin joining us. Fantastic band. Seen them at Cancun Cantina for the Sunday Showcase series that Brad Lee did. But saw them for the first time there, and they just absolutely killed it. So they're going to join us on the 28th here on Toxic Freaking Radio. So tune in for that. And then we do have Ray West from Spread Eagle going to join us on September 11th. So I look forward to talking to him, and you guys tune in and listen to him. Ray West is a fantastic guy, and I'm sure he'll have a lot to say. But anyway, on behalf of Bill and that Mike guy in the studio, I want to thank everybody for being here. Later.